Hello everyone, welcome back to the Grandmaster Plus Gyms. We are in Grandmaster Plus 2 and taking our sweet time getting through here. Last time we did the second one, Dashless, and I skipped a few things because they weren't explained very well. But some of you helped me in the comments very helpfully, particularly, who was it? I'm Badly Done is their handle. Explain to me how to do these C-pops consistently. So I want to grab here, hold right and climb jump twice to normalize my subpixels, then let go and buffer a jump. And if I do it right, it should be consistent. So let's get this. So the 2 climb jumps is to normalize my subpixels in both dimensions, which I kind of knew something about that, of course, but I don't remember the subpixel tutorial, so maybe I should go visit that again. But I mean, it's not something I'm gonna have to use while playing maps, right? Also, it was suggested that I do not have to press down at any time during this, which is weird because that is different from all other C-pops that we have done. And so would have been really helpful if Theo had mentioned, you know, the thing that makes this different from all other C-pops. So, apparently it is not bufferable, as the commenter suggested. Okay, never mind. I forgot to hold grab again when I was down there. Alright, then there was also a consistent way to do this one. And so I am going to bind one of my jump buttons to left. You crouch jump, and then you're supposed to crouch jump and let go of down and hold right and jump, and then press left and jump at the exact right frame. Apparently it's 1 frame though. I probably should be holding grab too. Well, I hit the corner. There we go. Got it. Okay. There's those weird C-pops accomplished. I do feel a little better after doing that. I am not going down to the walled 9 jump. Alright. No, this is not the... I keep thinking this is a portal. That's a character. There's a person. Okay, holdable tech. Yeah! Now we gotta go turn this off again. Alright, so now this jump is no longer left. A Grabless Theo Dream Hyper, usually needed if you want to Dream Hyper and keep Theo, but cannot the Dream Block. What? I cannot the Dream Block. To perform a Grabless Theo Dream Hyper, you need a Dream Jump and Dream Hyper afterwards. Without the Dream Jump, you may not gain enough height to re-grab Theo and lose him depending on your vertical subpixel. But with the Dream Jump, grabbing Theo is no longer subpixel dependent. I assume I still grab him before the drop, right? I grab him before the Dream Block, then let go inside the Dream Block, and then do a Dream Hyper and grab him on the other side. As you can guess by the description, you perform a Dream Double Jump Hyper. Alright. Help simplify the inputs, you want to release grab while in the Dream Block, buffer a jump before exiting, then perform a demo hyper after exiting. Alright, got this. I can do that. If done well, you should be able to grab Theo again. You can also try it with a short Dream Block since that makes it trickier. I think I might just do it with a regular one. Gotta let go. Let's just try getting a Dream Hyper first. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was a double Dream Jump Hyper. There we go. Gotcha, Theo. Ha! I won't bother with a short one. Why are there 2 more of me encased in these crystals? Because we'll be learning about holdable freezes. Oh, best explanation. When in holding Theo Jelly without grab, it's possible to pick another Theo Jelly. I mean, because, like, the question is like, oh, you think, why are there 2 of you? You think you're asking, how is it possible that there are 2 of you? And he interprets it as, what is the purpose of there being two of you? And holding them without grab, it's possible to pick another one up. If you do, the one you were originally holding will freeze in place. Do a holdable freeze, all you need to do is freeze a freeze frame on grab. Yep, I'm good at those. Because it's a lot of frames that you get to release. Then press grab again to pick up the other Theo. Extra note, each other has a depth associated with it. Depth determines what renders information of what, and more importantly, entity processing order. And drawing order? Like which one is on the front of the screen? Holdable freezes will only work when the depth of what you're holding is lower than the depth of what you're picking up. Oh. Otherwise, you'll grab the Theo you've already holding again instead. Yeah, I remember learning about depth in Game Maker, which I dabbled in back in the day, going on 20 years ago now. For the purposes of the next section, I will call Theo that you pick up the freezer and the Theo you drop the freezy. So the first one's the freezy, and the second one's the freezer. Okay. Did I do it? I don't think I did it. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I had to. Maybe you can't get through if you don't. No, there we go. Heh. Oh, cool. Now I'm losing at the advanced part. Gonna grab this one again? Yay. Oh, that was cool. I thought it was kind of lame to just have you do a single holdable freeze. With this, do a holdable freeze, throw Theo backwards before you hit the second bumper. Then pick up the frozen Theo. If you keep holding grab, you should automatically perform a second freeze. This is because the bumper hit allows you to pick up the higher priority Theo if it's in range. I'm not sure I understand, but... we'll just try going on instinct. I gotta grab that middle one. Yay. Some kind of teleporting. Okay, I imagine I'm supposed to just keep... Oh no, the third time I just ignore that one. So yeah, I ignore the third one. Nope, that's a miss. Oops. So I think I'm doing this wrong, so I have to throw the second one backwards, you said, before I hit the second bumper? I keep grabbing the second one again. Does that count? I feel like I did it wrong, but I might have that might actually be intentional. So I feel like I picked up the wrong one, but I mean, I got through just fine. So maybe it's something I don't understand about the words, which one you're supposed to pick up first. I mean, that's the thing. I think it did explain that clearly. It's just sometimes my brain has trouble keeping text straight, like instructions in text straight, if you know what I mean. With low subpixels, it's possible to hyper, pick up Theo, and bunny hop on the frame the pickup state ends. Okay, interesting. So are we bunny... it looks like we're hypering, bunny hopping after Theo? This works since low subpixels snap you to the ground for long enough to get coyote time. It means you're able to jump again after the pickup animation ends despite no longer being on the ground. So it's an insta-hyper, I think. So we're like doing a bunny hop, but picking up Theo basically freezes our horizontal motion. Called an instant bunny hop, since you bunny hop instantly after the pickup ends. To get the required subpixels, you can use the method to get the bottom 8th dot in subpixel section. I remember that. To do the hyper bunny hop, you need to hyper on the first frame and grab on the next. If you want to get the maximum distance, wait later in your coyote time to do the bunny hop. This can get slightly more distance than a hyper. All right, we're gonna do this and use save states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Horizontal. All right, save that state. Actually, where's Shadowline exactly? Like right here, save it there. I think I'm doing it. I just have to get a corner boost afterward. Well, it looks like Shadowline is not hitting this corner. So maybe a corner boost with Theo is impossible? Well, I did that. No, I see Shadowline getting a corner boost. There's a little hesitation at the corner. Shadowline is not dropping Theo. I mean, I'm getting that consistently. I'm not getting over the corner, though. You say to get distance or to get height? Distance. Okay, but I don't want distance. I want maximum height. I mean, that works. So I'm getting stopped by the corner every time. So I think the problem is I'm not getting high enough. Well, I don't think you can get higher. So whatever that's about. If there's an explanation, if I'm doing that wrong, let me know. But I mean, what I did works. So picking up Theo freezes Madeline's movement for a few frames. When this is used to buy time, it's called a Theo stall. There are two main ways to do Theo stalls. The first involves neutral dropping Theo, immediately re-grabbing him. Important that you are moving up, otherwise you will fall away from Theo too quickly. The second way involves doing a freeze frame ungrab and pressing grab to re-grab Theo again. Stalls are typically used in rooms where you need to wait for the exit to open and will gradually exhaust your options. So I think I have to do one of these. Doesn't do it like a reverse bunny hop here? Why not just a forward one? What do you mean a reverse bunny hop? What the heck is going on here? No, that's just a reverse. Like that, okay. I don't actually know how to keep Theo with this momentum here. I don't think this was actually taught to me. So is Shadowline doing Theo... Oh, whoop. Shadowline doing Theo freeze frames in air? Yes. Let's try it. Okay, yeah, I've done that before. Or no, Shadowline is doing an insta re-grab just after the freeze frames. So we gotta just get to the first bumper, do a Theo, what's it called? Grabless holding, and then do the ungrab grab while in the middle there, without pressing down. So I thought we had to hold down and do the things with the bumpers, but I guess not. If I can even get to the bumper. I don't see why I'd want to do a delay here, though. I feel like I want to go extra fast, because this is like, I am not going fast enough. I am not making it before these blocks. Am I like storing an ultra with this or something? Okay, I'm not getting to the bumper. I need to look up Ultraviolet's video on this. Okay. Let's see if I can see Shadowline doing this. It is so hard to see. Apparently, this is a reverse hyper into a Gultra, which I did not realize. Theo, you gotta tell me. I can't see that. I feel like it looks like it's just a reverse bunny hop. I cannot, like, you expect me to remember all this stuff all the time? With no hints? I can't remember it. This is a teaching gym. You're supposed to tell me. There we go. That was the best one so far. Okay, so you do need a delay. I wonder if you could do it without delaying. I keep forgetting that every time you hit a bumper, you have to let go of the grab button and not press it again till most of the way through. can get the first one pretty consistently, then I stumble on the second one. Yay! Oh. Don't know why I didn't die on those spikes. Let's see what Shadowline does over here on the other side. Oh, uses a dash. Forgot dashes existed. There we go. Yeah. Man, this is fun. I love holdables. Sometimes you'll be made to Theo climb off a gate that's about to open. There's nothing special about it really, just a new timing to learn. Let's see if I can get in a couple shots. Almost. Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh. Okay, I guess maybe I have to keep this. There you go. Max will often involve a disappearing wall corner boost off a temple gate. Disappearing wall corner boost off a temple gate. So, okay. It's called a door corner boost or a door boost. Okay, didn't you already teach this? Maybe not while holding Theo. All you need to do is time the corner boost with the door opening. Okay, throw Theo backwards, right? Okay, I got it. Looks like Shadowline's going diagonal. That shouldn't make a difference though, right? I mean, horizontal should be easier, right? Maybe, let's look at this. I mean, she gets there just fine, so, I mean, why not go horizontal? Because, like, it's only the animation that goes up, right? Not the door's hitbox. Well, maybe it'll be easier to time it going diagonal. Man, I'm trying to let go of grab and hold jump, but I keep letting go of jump and not holding grab. There we go. Made it. Ha ha ha. These are conveyor Theo climbs. They're like normal Theo climbs, but you get a boost from the conveyor belt. Unlike a normal Theo climb, you want to wait before the climb jump. Otherwise, you'll not get accelerated by the conveyor belt very much. I don't think that's going to be hard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these were in Solar Express. Oh, geez, and then you want to cling on the other side, I guess. And as usual, you want to wait till you're moving down before you climb jump, before you let go, so that you're falling, and Theo... Nope. Theo's not falling past you. Let's see how high this is. Okay, not too bad. Just gotta get through it twice with a Theo smuggle and a... No, wait. When we smuggle, we can just hold him on the other side, right? Hee. I'm smart. What is this horror story? Well, it's grab full Theo core hyper. Here's the core idea. I can't see it. Is Theo on top of it? Somehow grab the core block, wait for the core block to give coyote frames, throw Theo, hyper, grab Theo. Okay. So we have to be holding a core block with Theo, and then we hold it until it breaks. We throw and hyper. So that's getting a core hyper. We have to throw Theo before a core hyper. Grab Theo. Most common setup uses dream blocks to get the core grab. The timing for the throw is tricky, but a good visual cue is when the core block detaches you on its own. It's important that you are high on the core block, otherwise you may not gain enough height to re-grab Theo. Wait, how do I do this? Not diagonal, right? No. I mean, like, but if I jump, then I will let go of Theo. How do I get Theo on the core block? Like I can do this, but then I can't grab it. Explain. Grab the core block, wait for the core block to give Coyote frames, throw Theo, hyper grab. So I have to be holding Theo while I'm holding the core block. So wouldn't you put the core block at the end of the dream block so I can climb into it? Oh, maybe I can do it from below? Can you go into a grab from below a dream block? Oh, but there's spikes on top of this dream block, right? Dream block to get the core grab. Timing is tricky. Okay, maybe I can go diagonal. Good visual cue is when you're high enough on the core block. Well, first things first, we gotta get Theo through here. There we go. Save that. I think that's what I want to do. Oh. There's no spikes here. Or maybe I want to go under there and come straight up. I think I did it. Yeah. Yeah. You can do it just like that. I don't know if that's intended because I don't see any shadow line and there was no explanation, but you can do it like this. At least I remember how to do the insta regrab, but I don't know whether I want to throw Theo to the right or the left. I assume to the right. Yeah. So, okay, so I'm just getting a core hyper, but I happen to have Theo in my hand, right? So it's no different from getting a regular core hyper, so I should stop making it more complicated than I need to. Except, actually, this time I do have to let go of grab, so that's slightly more complicated. Alright, just practicing my core hyper. So when I drop him, I gotta be a few pixels away from... I gotta be pixels away from the dream block, because if I'm exactly on it, then I can't do the dash and regrab. But if I'm too far away, that happens. Manage the dream hyper with Theo nearby. Almost. Okay, so that time I released grab before doing the dream hyper. So, yeah, I know it's possible. Other than being told it's possible. There we go. Oh no, oh no! There we go, there we go! Hey, and it didn't cheat my way through any of these. Ha 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 ha! Alright, well that felt kind of fast, so I think I will edit it and see how long or short it is. If it's under like 20 minutes, then we'll probably go for another batch. But if it's over 20 minutes, probably save the rest for next time. Subpixels, ugh. Overhangs. You know what? Subpixels probably... Let's take a look at it. Is it a lot of challenges or is it like library? Why is it not letting me look? Bino! It's not letting me Bino. The quarter pixel grid refers to a grid with spaces of 1/4 pixel between each grid line. What are you talking about? This grid is centered on Madeline's position. When climbing up or down a wall for the first frames of her acceleration, her vertical position stays on the quarter pixel grid. I don't see this anywhere. Like, what are you talking about? This means if you climb up a wall without exceeding a certain speed, you'll stay on the quarter pixel grid vertically. I have no idea what you're talking about. In this example, you can move your subpixel up by a quarter with a 1-frame up tap. If you face away from the wall, you can tell you've done the tap because Madeline will turn back briefly. You can check if you've done it correctly by walking to the left. If you mess up, you can reset your vertical subpixel by jumping. I have no idea what you just said. What's this light below us, by the way? A grid with spaces of a quarter pixel between each grid line. Is it an imaginary grid? Is it something that is used? So are we... So it's like a 16 by 16 grid of subpixels? Is that what you're talking about? Like if we turn the subpixels on, we see the exact subpixel, and we can imagine every quarter pixel is split up, so it's like split up into 16 quarter pixels, which are not subpixels but quarter pixels. Okay, I'll think of that. The grid is centered on Madeline's position. For the big pixels, right? Not for the subpixels? When climbing up or down a wall for the first frames of her acceleration, her vertical position stays on the quarter pixel grid. This contradicts what you just said, because if the quarter pixel grid is centered on Madeline, Madeline is always at the center of the quarter pixel grid. That's what those words mean. If you climb up a wall without... okay, here's what I think Theo's saying right now. Madeline's subpixel tends to shift by a quarter of a pixel during events. And so if you climb up a wall without exceeding a certain speed, your vertical subpixel will always move up by an integer multiple of 4. That's what I'm getting from this, I think. But I am so confused. You can move your subpixel up by a quarter with a 1 frame up tap. Okay. Check if you've done it correctly by walking to the left. If you mess up, you can reset your vertical subpixel by jumping. Alright, it's reset. Alright. 1 frame up tap. Okay, that was not a 1 frame up tap. There we go. 2 frame up tap. This is... Guys, I've got a stick. It's an up down. Did that work? It worked. Okay. Down is fine. Alright, so I 1 frame up tapped. That meant I should put on my subpixel thing for here. And then I should go back and do that again. Where's the Taz thing? It's buried down in here. Taz recorder, that's not it. Taz helper. I don't think that's it. It's Celeste Taz tool, right? I got so many mods, it's so hard to... I don't use most of these. Celeste Taz. Enabled. Okay, so that should be it. Okay, see my subpixels up there? Maybe I should move it so that it's not over the thing, you know what I'm saying? The timer. Well, let's make this bigger. Let's make that bigger, we can see it better. I don't see any way to move it to a different place of the screen though. Okay, so we are normalized here, and against the wall, we are also normalized there. So I go here, we climb up, and down. We 1 frame up, so we 2 framed up. Now we're back normalized again. Okay, now we've 3 framed down. Okay, so it could be center, that spot. Okay, yeah. So let's look at the places. There's down, there's bottom, there's middle, there's top. Okay, so that's the quarter pixel grid. That's what I was thinking. It can only be in a certain number of spots unless we bonk our head. Okay, are we good? It's not letting me through again, but yeah, okay. So I think I'm supposed to, like, if I can 1 frame this, so I guess if I 2 frame this, wait, no, it's back to where I was. 4 frame. 3 frame. Okay, by 3 framing, now I'm up there. So I 1 framed it, now I'm up there. So apparently 2 framing it returns your subpixel back to where it was, but even framing it returns it to where it was, but odd framing it changes it by some amount. The subpixel gauntlet. All these moves have a predictable effect on your subpixel and are the building blocks of subpixel manipulation. Oh my goodness. If you dash into a wall without grabbing, it will normalize your horizontal subpixel. Climb up to the blocks to check your subpixel. There we go. What if I do grab? It's still normalized. Was that a coincidence? It's all normalized. Now I go up here and I'm fine. Okay. that if I walk into it, it doesn't normalize the horizontal. So there's two possible values here. I think I'm on the quarter grid. No, 0.22 is not a quarter. All right. What if I dash while grabbing? I mean, even if I do grab, it seems to normalize it too. Yeah. All right, if you land, if you dash into a wall, those are ways to normalize your subpixels, it seems. When you walk into a wall, your horizontal subpixel alternates between 0.5 and 0.77. By doing a one frame tap into the wall, you'll only walk into it for a frame. So it will switch your subpixels from that and vice versa. Normalize your subpixel, do a one frame tap to get that. Yeah. There we go. No, I'm facing the wrong way though. There we go. Get me through. Alright, I thought it was gonna be, you have to do a long... The subpixel gauntlet, I thought it was gonna be a bunch of challenges in a row. Neutrals have a predictable effect on your subpixel. I won't get into details, it cycles. Anyway, normalize your subpixel, neutral to get 0.4. Alright, and then again, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, you know, with some extra special stuff. There we go, 0.4 something. Another move that works similarly to a neutral is a failed neutral. To do one, kick away from the wall and quickly hold the direction back to the wall. Make sure to start holding before the wall kick ends. Normalize your subpixels and failed neutral to get 0.14. Failed neutral? What do you mean a fail? Well, Shadowline's looking left. This looks like a wall kick. Kick away from the wall, quickly hold the direction back to the wall. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a wall kick, but you go back to the wall. I thought it was a super advanced thing. It is not. There we go. 0.14. Alright, I was like, failed neutral, what's that? No, it's just a wall kick. Full jump or full super into the wall while holding grab. Once you grab the wall, slide down to the bottom. Walk over to the light to check your subpixel. But I've got the subpixel tool on. You should get a vertical subpixel of 0.83. Oh, that wasn't a slide. I'm getting normalized. Oh, climb down. That's not 0.83. Why is the light weird? Oh, just graphics, I guess? That's not 0.83. Alright, normalized. And, oh. No, I'm not normalized. Oh, just walking changes your horizontal subpixel. I'm confused. Is it, okay, it has to be a full jump. Top of the jump. Okay, so that's what it means by check. It means if you got it right, the door opens. Full jump or full super. Maybe that's what full jump or full super. That means top of the jump, I guess. I thought it just meant like jump. If you do the previous manipulation and follow it with a whole full height hyper and slide down the wall, you'll get a vertical subpixel. But you don't grab until you're at the top of your jump, right? Having a vertical subpixel equal to or less than this is called having a bottom 8th subpixel. All right. So like if I jump and grab, yeah. If I jump and grab and hold grab the whole time, I don't grab until I'm at the top. All right, then oops. That should do it. I'm in a bottom 8. Haha. I hope I never ever ever have to use this in an actual map. Climb hopping shifts your current subpixel back toward the wall by 1/8. Keep in mind this loops, so if you had 0.08 as your horizontal and you climb jump rightwards, then you will get minus 0.125 is 0.125 is 1/8. Okay. So it might seem weird since negative subpixels are impossible. You should read this as it's wrapping, right? Your actual subpixel would be that. Anyway, normalize your horizontal subpixel, then climb hop to beat this one. Bonus points if you know what 0.5 minus 0.125. That would be 0.3. Oh jeez, there's a lot of carrying here. 0.3, and I do my subtraction in my head backwards. Like I start with the left side. 0.375. 0.375. And now I'm confused. Do I have to... Okay, it's all normalized. Just climb, jump, and climb hop to the top. There we go. 0.37. Dashing up diagonal and releasing all your directions will kill you with most subpixels, since it moves you that many pixels horizontally and you need to move 40 pixels. We can assume moving our starting position around will move the end position by the same amount because we aren't colliding with anything. So if we get a starting subpixel of 0.93, then we get the exact spot we need to be, just barely entering the safe pixel. We can actually get that starting subpixel by first normalizing a subpixel, then press right and down on the frame after. So one frame right, one frame down. Make sure to release right before uncrouching, otherwise you will move. Then just up diagonal dash and you should slot into the gap. Alright, I can do this. Start by normalizing. I'm going to save state there. That was just a straight, that was a down, then a diagonal. Alright. Did I do it? I did it. Alright, my subpixels are good. Oh no, okay, that's too far. Don't want to move. I managed to get did I do it? There we go, yay! And then I did the demo technique. Oh no! Ah, my save state. I'll do it again. This wasn't that bad. Alright, got it. Cleared the state. It's a lava! You can use the previous trick to actually confirm the climb hop calculations. Just climb hop with normalized subpixels to confirm that you enter the lava and die. Now press left and crouch on the following frame to get 0.8 that many horizontal subpixels to stick out. You can turn back to the wall without affecting your subpixels. Now climb up and climb hop. You will not die to lava. You're gonna get a second climb hop, I guess. You enter the previous pixel by that much. This makes sense if you're in the back eighth of the pixel, climb hopping another eighth back. Alright, so we will not be inside the lava. Oh, maybe we'll just land. Maybe we won't climb hop the lava. Move to the previous pixel. All right. Well, let's get this. All right, that's a death. Now, what did you say? Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Save state here. No. Nope. I'm having trouble with this. One frame. Okay. So now I should be able to climb hop up here. Yay! Haha. Just wanted to talk about subpixel calculations in some more detail. Right, and the wall is inside the lava, so you can't climb on it. Because you'd have to be inside the lava to reach it. Main idea, you can calculate how much your subpixel moved on each frame if you know your speed on that frame. Oh. For example, if you currently have a subpixel of 0.8 and you move a vertical speed of 1.25 pixels a frame, then you will move... Okay. Makes sense. You're updating your position and your subpixel position. You're shown pixels, because it's not that it's rounded, it's floored, I guess. Right? So rounding would be if it's 0.05, that would round up to 0.1. But I guess if you have a subpixel of 0.99, that rounds down to a subpixel of 1 or a 0, I think. Just with your speed and subpixel, you can calculate your next subpixel. Nothing is stopping you from calculating your subpixel after multiple frames either. Just add the speeds on it. Yep. It's just physics, but with frames. Ignore the whole number part. You'll get your speeds in speed, which is measured in subpixels a second. Oh, that's what speed is. If you have everything in speed, just divide 60 to convert it to pixels a frame. You can also handle accelerations too. Yeah. Subpixel is 0. You are talking to a physics professor, so... double check your math in game. Yeah. I'm absolutely not gonna be doing any of that math. That's what computers are for. Alright, we did it. We got through 2 things today. 1 play session. That was nice. And our strawberries are completely out of order, but it's weird, but that's okay. That's not a criticism. That's just noticing. Alright, so we did a good amount today. And we didn't skip a single thing. That feels good. So next time, we will look at overhangs, laddering, juggling, lava, and other, or maybe 2 of them, or maybe the 1 of them, just depends on how hard they are. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, and I will see you then. Bye!